Good morning. Oh, the shiny face is back. Great. I don't know what I've done, but the shiny face seemed to disappear for a few weeks and now it seems to be back. Um, how are we all today? It's another lovely day today, so thank you for joining me, even though it's really sunny outside. Let me just check. I'm working on my laptop and then I've got it switched off. Yeah, I've got it switched off. That's fine. So I did. I wonder if that. Oh no, oh, it's still there we go. You see, isn't it funny when you put that there? I don't go shiny and then I go shiny. Maybe it's just on the phone. Yeah, it's not. It's on the laptop too. So if I hold the cup there, it looks better. Anyway, I've no drink left. I'm all drinked out today. Craig's just gone out on the bike, so I'm going to switch over already because I can't cope with this. Look at that. It's nice and sunny. That's our garden at the moment. So that's our lovely tree at the bottom of the garden that we love. And we had blue tits nesting in that little, don't know if you can see it, that little blue box that I bought. And there's the corner of the garden, top left, with all the plants in that my mum gives me. Well, they're not all from my mum's, but a lot of them are from my mum's garden. And she just tells me to put them in, and I don't really know what I'm doing half of the time. So, ooh, I look very skewy. Oh no, not too bad. I've put the camera up a little bit higher today. So let's see who's on. Morning, everybody. I'm expecting it to be. Just tie my hair back. I'm expecting it to be a bit quieter today because a couple of people have texted me saying, I know I've got a couple of ladies away who are like on staycation type holidays. So I've had a couple of texts to say people won't be on today, and that's fine. That's the joy of it. You can do it in your own time. So those of you who are on, welcome. I've just took my glasses off and I forgot that you'd see them then and tied my hair back. So I've got 10 of you, so that's lovely. So if you can do the usual thumbs up, I would really appreciate that. And today we are going to be making this card, which is the one that I think I used to advertise the class. This is the first card I made, and I cased it. I changed a couple of bits out from a lady called Vicky. I think she's in Australia. Do you know what I discovered the other day? Hi, Lorraine. I discovered the other day. Oh, look, I'm messing with that mat to make it straight because it bugs me. But I discovered the other day, and I thought I couldn't do this, that I can zoom in. Look, I've just zoomed in. I didn't think I could do that on a live, and now I can't zoom out. Hang on, let me stand up and zoom out. There we go. But yeah, I can zoom in. Sorry for the seasickness there. So yeah, so this is going to take a little bit longer today because it's got a little bit more to it. And you will need your sponge dauber. Yours won't be blue unless you've already been sneaky and used it, but it will be clean. And there's lots of bits. You also need a blender pen today. I think I only told you that you needed your sponge dauber last week. You actually need the blender pen as well. Why do I make you laugh? I don't, honestly, I said something to Craig the other night and I really made him laugh because he is really funny, but I am quite funny too. Well, I think I am, but I think ladies at class would say I am. And we watched this programme on Sunday night because Craig loves Lego, but he loves like Lego, like vintage Lego, like from the 70s, because he's got all his Lego from when he was a child, and he just loves like it just makes him think like he's a kid again playing with his Lego. I suppose it's like me doing crafting. Anyway, we watched this programme on Sunday night all about Legoland Windsor. It's on next week, and it's like a bit, behind the scenes sort of like what's going on at Legoland Windsor kind of thing. And they follow certain staff members and they show you the model shop where they're building everything. Anyway, there was a guy called Tony who they were having to fix a ride and put this tyre back on one of the rides from the rapids. And Tony had just passed his JCB sort of like forklift test, and they had to forklift this ride in, and he was a little bit nervous about having, you know, his first go with the JCB and moving the ride. And obviously because it's Lego, I said, oh gosh, I bet Tony's bricking it. And Craig thought it was very funny. And I thought it was really funny. So yeah, that was my little joke about Lego Tony. So if you like stuff like that, it's quite an interesting program actually. So I'm trying to think what I included in your kit, because I didn't put mine in little bags this time because I ran out. So you should have your card base. Yep. Night of Navy. Then you've got a piece, there was loads of prep on this card. You've got a piece of navy rectangle that's been embossed, and this is in the Tasteful Textiles embossing folder, which I like use all the time, and I'm going to share that with you. Then you've got a piece of plain navy, which sits over there. Then you have a piece of a white circle, which has also been embossed with the folder. Yours won't have a chunk out of it like mine does, because this was like what's the word, a reject. So I'm going to pop it there and hopefully disguise that little chunk. Or actually I could do it up there and my flower could cover it. But anyway, you've got that. Then you should have a piece of scrap. I don't know what size I've put in. It was weeks ago, so I've forgotten. So I've just grabbed some scraps of paper. Then you should have one of these. Now maybe I was nice and put 2 in. I can't remember. I don't know. I know I put 2 in of another one when we did week 1. So I can't remember. Sorry, I packed these kits yonks ago. And then you have a piece of probably one of my fave ribbons, because like jeans, it goes with everything, which is the denim ribbon. Okie doke. So what we're going to do, we're going to get inky. Now, Fiona, you're going to get a bit messy today. I know you said you're not crafting. So I want you to take your Night of Navy pad, ink pad, and you can, and then you put this on your finger. I did include 2, did I? And then dab it in the ink pad. And what we're going to try and do, can you see I've inked up, in fact if I zoom, can you see like the edges here are a little bit darker? Because I've inked, oh, let's leave it on zoom like that for a bit. How good. And then what I'm going to do is, it's like buffing, you know, like you sort of buff your nails. I'm just going to take this and go around and like go like that. Now what you can do is, you can also do this action. You can have it on your mat and you can rub like that. And it doesn't have to be exactly the same in a line. We maybe don't even want it in a line, the darker colour, because it's just like random. This is when we're getting really artistic. So apologies if you're a little bit blue today. I thought my fingers were going to be purple because last night we had steak and salad and rice for tea, and we had some beetroot, and my fingers were purple. Now I just have to say hi, because I don't know if he is, but my youngest son Evan could be watching this morning, because it is like my little business, it's not my business advisor, but I talk to him all about my YouTube stats. And oh, I'm just going to have to answer the door. I think there's a delivery, so just bear with me. Thank you so much. Thanks. Oh, now it was, and I'm so glad that's just come now, because it's Craig's birthday on Monday, and it was one of his birthday presents. So I'm glad that's just come now, because it's not very discreet on the box as to the shop that it's from. So I'm really pleased that's just arrived, so I can squirrel that away. I only ordered it yesterday, so that's really good. Okay, so can you see, if I put it against the white, there, can you see how that it's lifted? And it's, anyway, what I was saying is about Evan. So, yeah, so he helps me on a Wednesday, as a lot of you know, and it's been a godsend. He's been a godsend. So tomorrow we're getting all the, anyway, I'll go through it at the end, but we've got all the coffee and card kits. Now, before you re-ink this, we've just been daubing. I'm going to go over on here, but quite faint, so just get rid of, I'm getting rid of the rest of the ink. Now, because it just makes it like a pale blue. Yeah. And it should just pick up really on the raised parts. So it's a nice effect. If you do want to re-ink, I would dab some off first because it'll end up being too dark. Yeah. So like that, and then dab a bit off because it'll be too dark. You see how dark that is now? Oh, that's a bit too dark, but my flowers can cover that. You see, I did warn you and then I went and did it. And I did dab it off, but my flowers will cover that, that's fine. It's a card, I'm not getting stressed over it. That doorbell's weird because it didn't work for weeks and we didn't do anything with it. We think there was a spider in the mechanism of it because suddenly it started working again. Okay, so the thing with this style is it's a little bit shabby chic vintage. It's not supposed to look perfect. So for some people, this style can be difficult because it's not clean and simple. Right, now what we're going to do, sorry if I'm going too fast. I better zoom out now. That's it. I'm going to take the rectangle and I'm going to use this stamp. We're all very quiet this morning. So, hi Evan, I don't know if you're watching, but if you want to log in, if you are, and leave me a comment, that'd be ace. Bless him, he's been watching my videos to help me with my stats. So, we're going to take this stamp and I'm randomly going to stamp it around the edge at different angles, like this. Like that, yeah. And guess what? We're going to ink around the edges of this. So this one, rather than doing the rubbing, I'd just probably do the buffing thing. So it just makes it pop. Can you see how when it's darker? You can buy these daubers. I sent you one in the pack. They come in a pack of 5 in a little bag. And what I do when I've not done with this one, you can put a little, tape a little piece of paper around the bottom with the colour written on, maybe. Or you could take the sticker off the back of the ink pad, the spare stickers, with the other languages on. But I find that because those stickers are a little bit see-through, you can't always see the proper colour. Hi Carol, how is it in Devon today? Ladies, if you can give me that thumbs up. Oh, Kay's not on this morning. Kay's usually on. Thank you for those of you who also, I did a little shout out, didn't I, on my Sunday crafting. And Craig came back from being on the bike and he says, oh, what's going on? My subscribers have gone up. Well, he's now 110 because I think he was on 98. So he was absolutely made up with that. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to glue this piece onto my other piece and leave like a little centimetre gap there. Extremely hot and crowded. Oh, I know. It's we were WhatsApping. Craig's brother lives in Lou, as you know, and they're not going into town. They live, you know, it's a shame when people live there and they don't want to go out into their own town where they live. Anyway, it's we've been fed up yesterday with these new lockdown rules. Now, if you pop that on there, if you wanted to, you could also ink your card base, because you can see now the difference. If I hold that up rather than zoom in, you can see the difference in the colour between that and the edge. But I'm just going to leave it on mine. Actually, that needs... Yeah, I'm just going to leave mine. But don't forget to tie your ribbon round. Now, I'm turning my piece... Just tell me if I'm going too fast, because I think I'm going a bit fast today. I'm going to turn my piece upside down, and therefore I want to tie the ribbon to the left. Now I should have allowed you plenty, because I always try and allow a little bit more. Look how this denim ribbon just goes with the Night of Navy. It's fabulous. And I think it ties good, this denim. So turn it back over, and then I do my zhuzhin. You still can't do... I've got a video on bows. You've got the CDs for the car. Oh, Carol, if you want a CD, Fiona kindly purchased some last week. I told him you'd been shredding your documents listening to it. We'll be back for normal paper crafts and piano on Thursday, and I'm going to be sharing my new machine, which is due today actually. So I'll be listening out for that, but it's normally after lunch when my UPS guy arrives. So what I've done is I've put mine a little bit higher. Not put the featured image in the middle on this one. I've put it about, well, it's not quite, maybe a third of the way down. And then that will stick flat onto there. In fact, if I put that little, yes, move that over, and I can hide that chomped out bit. Oh, I'm glad you're pleased with them. I had the job of printing the insert things, sticking them on and typing them. Right, see, that bow's not as good as the one I did before, but anyway. Right, I'm going to glue that down. You see, bows are, every time you do one, they're different. It's going to sit under there like that. And glue that down. I was going to say we haven't done any stamping yet, but we have. We've did that fern bit. Oh, I've had a thumbs down. Oh, thank you. Maybe it could be an error, but maybe someone's fed up on my chit chat. Right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to stamp two of the flowers. It is a bit, I mean, I've done 20 minutes so far, so this is a little bit longer, this one. So this is on your scrap. Okay. And I'm going to take my blender pen, and I have coloured both of them. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take some ink up from the bottom and literally pull it up over those like lines. I'm really being really gentle, because if you're too rough, it can make your card like go all fuzzy. So can you see I'm just using the ink at the bottom of each petal and lifting it up to sort of, you can Do a circular motion. And for the middle, I'm just going to go over it in circles. Now look at the difference between that one and that one. You've just ordered the blender pens. They're really good. Yeah. They're good for small areas. Are we all quiet? Are we all colouring? There we go. So I'm happy with that. And we can cut these out now. And I've got all my scissors ready. I've got my ribbon ones. I sent my ladies a pair of scissors actually. The ladies who shopped with me in July online. Used my code. Got a pair of scissors. Because I just think you can never have too many scissors. And even if they've already got our scissors, which are brilliant, they can keep a pair as ribbon scissors. So I thought that was a good gift for this time. So that's one cut out. I'm going to give you a little tip actually with that dauber. It's just made me think looking on there. Oh, hubby's borrowed them. Whew, I hope he's... I know Craig will say, have you got any scissors? It's normally when he's trying to sort out bird feeders in the garden and he's trying to tie them onto things so the squirrels can't reach them. It's like man versus squirrel sometimes in our garden. Must admit it's been nice to... I think we've sat and had tea outside for the last 4 nights, which has been nice. Okay, so I've got 2 flowers there. Now, I have to say sorry and apologise. Let me just trim this down because I've cheated and I've used a sentiment from the coffee and card kit that we did last time. So if you didn't take part in that last time, then you will need to find a sentiment in your stash that's a small one, because I think I must have given you 2 because it's really hard to stamp hello on there. So I'm going to use the hello, which was from this stamp set from last time. And I'm going to try and get it on there first time. Let me see how... Right. Oh, this is pressure on YouTube. Obviously, normally with this... Obviously, normally, if I was at home... well, I am at home, but if you had this punch and this stamp set, what you would normally do is stamp your stamp like that, the hello, yeah, and then, let me find the punch that we used. You would go in, oh, I've got navy on, I matched the card today. You would go in with your punch like that, yeah, and punch that out like that, yeah. So that's the way, but obviously because people probably don't have this punch at home, I had to punch them out for you. So yeah, we have to cheat a little bit. So now we've got the ribbon on, that can be stuck down there, and we can just see how we want our flowers like that. So let's stick this down. Oops, I put the lid back on my glue. Pop that on there. And then I'm going to attach the flowers with dimensionals. I'm going to raise them up. Actually, no, I'm not. One's flat. Okay. So I'm going to glue that one down. Like that. And then I'm going to pop that one at a different angle over there. Like that, but I'm going to raise that up with pads. Hi Ali. Oh, thank you, that's really nice, thank you. If you've subscribed, that'd be amazing, and if you can do a thumbs up, that'd be even better. I've had a thumbs down today, so I'm hoping it was a little accident. Not that I've annoyed anyone, but who knows. But thank you and welcome. I'm on here every Tuesday morning at 10:30. And myself and my partner, he plays piano, we're on a Thursday night at 7:30, and he accompanies our crafting with some lovely tunes, and we're getting quite the following now, and we love our Thursday nights. So that one's flat, the one on the left, and then the one on the right's raised up. Now, little trick, I want to stick this over that flower there, but half of it's going to be on the flower and half's going to be on the circle, yeah? So you need to put glue on one half and a foam pad on the other. We don't want foam pad over all of it because it'll end up with two levels of foam pads at one side and it'll be uneven. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to chop a dimensional edge down, these small ones. I could use my minis, but it'll mean stretching out again. So I'm going to pop that to the left there like that. And then you can see we're going to balance it out like that. Oh, it actually quite looks nice tucked under that little petal there. So if I pull that off like that and then put some glue at one end. Oh, thank you, Ilona. Thank you so much and welcome. I don't know. Well, you can change it if you've done a thumbs down, I think, but never mind. As my friend says, you can be the ripiest, juiciest peach in the world, but there's always going to be somebody who doesn't like peaches. So that's what you have to say if someone's negative about you or something. And I think the person who the quote is from, I think it's Dieter von Teese, is it? Dieter von Teese? Anyway, yeah. So it's true, we're not all everybody's cup of tea. Well, there's my card done, and there they are side by side. So I'm going to zoom in a little. Now I know I can. Oh, and move those over, cover my mess up. Yep, and there's today's cards. Ta-da! And we've just got one left on this current round of coffee and card. And next week, we're going to be doing a little bit more vintage, and heck, we're going to be doing a little bit of distressing. We're going to get distressed next week. So we're going to do this one. So it's not got much included with it, this card, but we're going to go a bit vintage. Oh, I need to zoom out again. We're going to go a bit vintage next week. So another thing I was going to show you, if you like spots, what you can do with this, I've just got a spare piece of white that I could create a background with, and you can use them, dab it, and make a spotty background like that. going to have to use this on something now, aren't I? I was thinking the other day if I ever had to design, if I ever got to design a stamp set, because you do when you've sold 1 million, get to go to Utah and design a stamp set. I think I'd have to do, like, it would have to be all different spotty backgrounds and things, spots. Right, so that bow floored you. So there we go. Look, I've got a spotty background now. That's cool, isn't it? So just with your dauber. So that's a little extra tip for you. I'm just looking at comments. Don't worry, Geraldine, some weeks it's hard than other. This week was a tricky card. So I do need to go through a couple of things with you. If you've signed up to the next Coffee and Card, which is a Christmas one, starting 2 weeks today, 25th of August, all the stuff arrived yesterday. I got the biggest box delivered yesterday. So that's all here, and that is mine and Evan's job for tomorrow, is doing all the kits for the Coffee and Card. There may be a chance, if you look, this is the one where I've asked people if they can come and collect. I'd appreciate it, because I can't send them as large letter, which means that I know I do have to send some, but I haven't sent them a small parcel. So watch out for your phone tomorrow, because if we get super smartly done, then there could be some kits ready, and I've promised Julie and Pudsey her kit will be ready tomorrow, because she can't come the Wednesday after. But if not, it'll be the Wednesday after for collection. But I'm pretty sure we will try and we'll prioritise. Well, we're prioritising Coffee and Card, so it's our first job of the day. But I've got 26 who've joined this time, so we've got 26 times 5 cards to prep. We've done some pre-prep, so that's good. We got some pre-prep done last week. I wanted to show you some other things I've made. And also this is the folder that I've used a lot on this round of Coffee and Card. I know, Geraldine, did you add it to your... Oh no, was that the brick one? But this is the Tasteful Textiles. And I popped a card on yesterday where I'd coloured. I made 12 cards super quick. I stamped these with stays on and watercoloured them really, really quickly. And they're supposed to be a bit messy, so they're not, if you look, they're not quite coloured to right up to the edge, but I like that. And then once they were dry, I've run them through the embossing folder, so it looks like the image is embossed, and I really like that look. So that was that I wanted to show you. I also wanted to show you my little gnome cards, because I've popped a gnome class on last night. It's not till the end of September, but this is one of the cards we're going to be making, and they've had a lot of love of these gnomes. There is a base price for those who've got blends, but then there is another price, and these are some other ideas. I've had to make it a little bit easier, because I was using too many products and it wouldn't have made it cost effective. So these are just some, I've teamed it with the Snowflake Sweet, Snowflake Splendor. So they're the gnomes, and that's on the 26th of September. So that's a fair while away yet. I've got booking closing on Thursday, Friday for this one. Which takes place on 22nd of August. So this is the Rainbow Birthday one. All these details are on my Facebook page and on my events page. And now I don't know where I've put my... oh, hang on. No, I don't know where I've put my... cards that I made on Thursday night. Bear with. Yes, I do. I've tidied them away because I had a big tidy up. So, I've got a bit of something on there that shouldn't be, and on there, so I should really be more careful with these. So these are some cards we're going to be making as part of my Peace and Joy class as well. And that's on the 5th of September. So, lots going on. Thank you for joining me today. I will see you next week. And I will see some of you soon to collect your kits. So, yeah. Thank you for joining me. And I'm off to make a nice cup of tea. And I think I'll go sit out for a while and hide that birthday present. Okie doke. Thanks for watching, girls. Thank you. Bye-bye.